Hey everyone, welcome back to Bookshortz, your go-to spot for quick and exciting book summaries. If you love stories full of magic mystery and unforgettable characters, you're in the right place. Today we're diving into Zodiac Academy, The Awakening by Caroline Peckham and Susanne Valenti, a story about power secrets and a battle for a magical throne. Before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a new book summary. Let's get started. Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to wake up and find out you're not who you thought you were? That the world you lived in your entire life was a lie? That you're not just special, but powerful beyond belief? That's exactly what happens to Tory and Darcy Vega, twin sisters scraping by in the foster care system. Until the day everything changes when a stranger shows up with an impossible truth. They're Fey royalty heirs to the throne of a magical world called Solaria. This isn't just any magical world, though Solaria is ruled by power fear and ancient bloodlines. Each citizen is born under a zodiac sign, and their magic is tied to that sign. Fey abilities are ruthless and raw, and only the strongest survive. Tory and Darcy, they've just arrived with zero training, no allies, and a massive target on their backs. The awakening starts when the girls are ripped from their mundane human life and dropped into Zodiac Academy, a brutal elite school where the rich and powerful rule, and newcomers are eaten alive metaphorically and sometimes literally. They're told they're Vega heirs, the rightful rulers of Solaria, but their throne was taken years ago in a bloody coup, and those currently in power aren't planning to give it back. From day one, the twins are hunted, not just by the cutthroat environment of the Academy, but by the four celestial heirs, Darius, Orion, Caleb, and Seth. Each one is tied to an elemental house, fire, air, earth, and water, and each one sees the Vegas as threats to their rule. They're cruel, cunning, and determined to drive Tory and Darcy out, or break them completely. But the sisters aren't about to run away. These girls grew up surviving foster homes, betrayal and disappointment. They've never had power before, but now they do, and they're going to learn how to use it no matter how dangerous that journey is. Tory is the firecracker, bold, sarcastic, and impulsive. She's not afraid to fight dirty, and she refuses to be intimidated. Darcy is more reserved, calculating and empathetic, but don't mistake her kindness for weakness. Together they form a balance that will be critical as they battle not only the cruel heirs, but the Academy itself. Zodiac Academy isn't just school. It's a battlefield where trials are deadly and magic isn't handed out fairly. There are no safety nets, and every class is a test of strength, will, and survival. From fey laws to elemental magic, from shape-shifting to brutal combat. Every lesson is designed to weed out the weak and forge champions or corpses. The twins soon discover that being a Vega means more than just power. It means secrets, enemies, and a legacy soaked in rebellion. Their parents were murdered and their lineage hidden. For years, for a reason, the current rulers of Solaria fear the return of the Vegas, because the prophecy says they will bring change, revolution, and justice in a world that has long thrived on hierarchy and cruelty. But claiming their place isn't just about surviving the Academy. It's about learning to wield their magic. Each twin is an incredibly rare celestial fae, capable of controlling all four elements, not just one that hasn't been seen in generations, and it makes them both a threat and a prize. People either want to use them or destroy them. The four heirs are their greatest obstacles, and perhaps the most dangerous part is the twisted bond forming between them and the girls. Darius, the brooding firewielder, is cruel and commanding, but his power draws Tory in, even as they clash. Caleb, the seductive vampire of Earth House, is dangerous and manipulative, but keeps getting tangled with Darcy in ways she can't explain. Seth, the prank-loving yet vicious air wielder, and Max, the charming yet lethal water elemental, are no better. Each has their reasons for hating the Vegas, and each becomes entangled in a push and pull of power. Desire and hatred that could explode at any moment. Tory and Darcy aren't just fighting for survival. They're trying to understand who they are in a world that's constantly trying to break them. They begin forming fragile alliances like with Geraldine, a hilariously dramatic yet loyal ally, and Sophia and Diego, who become part of the tiny circle of people who see the girls as more than just political tools. As the sisters grow stronger, they begin to uncover more about their past, about the betrayal that cost their parents their lives, about the rebellion that still simmers underground about a secret society working to protect the old Vega line and restore balance to Solaria. They begin to realize their presence at Zodiac Academy isn't an accident, it's the first move in a much larger game. The power plays within the Academy grow, deadlier. The punishments get harsher. The stakes rise, and Tory and Darcy are forced to make impossible choices. They suffer, they bleed, they lose, but they also begin to win, not by playing by the Academy's rules, but by breaking them, challenging them, burning them down. Tory and Darcy learn that loyalty in Solaria is rare and fleeting, that even those closest to you can be spies, traitors or worse, but they also learn that love, pain, and power are deeply connected, that their bond as sisters is their greatest strength, that being a Vega is not just a destiny, it's a declaration, a promise that they will rise no matter how hard they're pushed down. By the end of the awakening, the twins are no longer the scared, confused girls who arrived from the human world. They're fighters. They're heirs. They are the spark of a revolution that could change everything. But the path ahead is darker than they could have imagined. And the war for Solaria has only just begun. Zodiac Academy. The awakening isn't just about magic. It's about identity and choice. About what it means to be powerful in a world that fears you. About finding your place when the world tells you you don't belong. It's brutal, emotional, and electric, with a danger lurking behind every spell and every smile. Caroline Peckham and Susanne Valenti have created a ruthless world where nothing is safe and no one is guaranteed a happy ending. But they've also created heroines who are raw, real, and unforgettable. Tory and Darcy are the kind of characters you root for, scream at, and fall in love with. Their journey is painful but empowering, and you'll be desperate to see what happens next. So if you're ready for a story that's part Harry Potter, part Mean Girls, and all danger, betrayal, and fire, then Zodiac Academy. The Awakening is the story you didn't know you needed. Get ready to fall into Solaria, where stars rule the sky, but the Vegas are coming for the throne. If you want to listen full, audiobook for free, link in description.